Welcome to the 3-part series on how to save taxes. Hope you've watched the part 1 and part 2 of this series. In today's episode, we will talk about how to save taxes through medical insurance donations. So let's get started. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, the Lxme channel, for more such informative videos. As per Section 18D, you can claim a deduction for the premium paid on medical insurance. As an individual taxpayer, you can claim a maximum deduction of Rs 25,000. For dependent parents, you can claim a deduction of up to Rs 25,000 if they are less than 60 years of age. If they are over 60 years, this deduction amount is Rs 50,000. In case both the taxpayers and the parents are 60 years and above, the maximum tax deduction available under this section is up to Rs 1 lakh. As an individual or an HUF, you can claim deduction under Section 80D on insurance for self, spouse, and dependent children. An additional deduction can also be claimed for dependent parents. As per Section 80DDP, you can claim a deduction for medical expenditure towards treatment of specified medical diseases or ailments. A resident or an individual can claim a deduction for up to Rs 40,000. For senior citizens, the individual or the HUF taxpayer can claim a deduction for up to Rs 1 lakh. A resident individual can claim this deduction for expenses incurred on self or any of their dependents. For HUF, this deduction is available towards its members. You need to get a prescription for such medical treatment from the concerned specialist in order to claim this deduction. Under this section, you can claim a deduction for rehabilitation of dependent disabled person. If a payment or deposit towards a specified scheme for maintenance of handicap dependent is made where the disability is 40% or more but less than 80%, a fixed deduction of Rs 75,000 can be claimed. If there is a severe disability, that is, the disability is 80% or more, a fixed deduction of Rs 1,25,000 can be claimed. This deduction is available to a resident individual or an HUF for a dependent relative. To claim this deduction, a certificate of disability is required from the prescribed medical authority. It can be claimed on the expenditure incurred on medical treatment, including nursing, training, rehabilitation of handicapped dependent relative. Under this section, you can claim a deduction for the person suffering from physical disability. For minor disability, a deduction of Rs 75,000 is available. In case of severe disability, one can claim a deduction of Rs 1,25,000. A resident individual who suffers from physical disability, who suffers from blindness or medical retardation. As per Section 80G, you can claim a deduction for donation made towards a social cause. A person who makes a donation specified under Section 80G is eligible to claim deduction up to either 100% or 50% with or without restriction. The donations above Rs 2,000 must be made in any mode other than cash to qualify for deductions under Section 80G. There are various other donations that are subject to 10% of adjusted gross total value. Individuals, firms, companies, or any other person can claim this deduction under Section 80G. The benefit is allowed to both residents and non-residents. Under this section, a deduction can be claimed on contribution made by any person towards political parties. This deduction is allowed to any amount contributed to a political party or an electoral trust. There is no cap or limit to it. The benefit of this section is allowed to an individual taxpayer. It is not available for companies, local authorities, or an artificial judicial person, wholly or partially funded by the government. Also remember, you can avail this deduction only if you make payments in any other mode than cash. And that's it, ladies. You will get tax benefits if you are claiming it in any of the above mentioned schemes. But your goal should not be just saving taxes. You should carefully plan your insurance, taking into consideration various factors like your age, expenditure, dependents, etc. If you'd like to know more about the tax saving tools or want me to cover any other financial instruments, drop your comments in the section below. To get started with your investment journey, download the Lxme app. To get more of such informative videos, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.